Hello my fellow hunters, welcome to episode 52 of Monster Hunter Morph. In this video I show you for game version 10.03 the mathematically best Thunder Switch Axe build. I have to say that Thunder is, I think it's the second most complicated element for the meta for Sunbreak, and I also gonna explain you why. The reason is there isn't really a best Thunder Switch Axe. There are two crazy Thunder Switch Axes. And yes, first of all, we always do the same. We go to the weapon tree. I tell you a little bit about the weapons, and then we're gonna check the morph. And after we've checked the morph, I'm gonna show you 4 different builds. 2 for Nintendo Switch users with common charm, only 2 level 2 slots, nothing else. And now then to the PC players with the God charm builds for elemental maximal damage output. And yeah, please don't be confused when I have a huge amount of hacked items, because that is my save file I'm using for the mathematically calculations, and for theory crafting I also have a second save file with non-hacked stuff. Yeah, so please don't be confused. We go to the weapon tree for switch axes, sword gear element, thunder element. And first of all, I'm gonna explain you which Thunder Switch axes are how good and which rank of them. We have 7 different Switch axes, and I'm gonna tell you each rank of them. Keitsu is the 3rd best Thunder Switch axe, crazy amount of slots. Also Rampage 3 slot for PSB, only 2 levels of handicraft for purple sharpness, crazy amount of thunder attack, crazy amount of tag. This is absolutely crazy switch axe. Yes, absolutely crazy, but not the best. Thunder Switch axes are in general very good in comparison to the other elements. Now the second is the Lightning Shredder. Lightning Shredder is the 4th best switch axe. Unfortunately, can't reach purple sharpness, so we didn't have to discuss further. Yes, it can't compete with the other. We need that purple sharpness for the elemental multiplier. Next switch axe is the Zinogre Switch Axe. This is the best switch axe for aerial playstyle, because you gain huge buff from your power file on the advanced less file bursts and on the fixed damage, popping out damage hits. No handicraft is needed. Absolutely disgusting amount of thunder element. Attack is very solid. Only 2 level 1 slots, but we didn't need handicraft, so not a problem. This is for aerial switch axe playstyle the best choice, but not for grounded playstyle. Now the next switch axe, Rajang, completely fucked up these switch axes because they didn't have rampage slots, so they are doing 5% less damage, or even about 6% if you have PSB deco. Yes, can't compete in any way with the other switch axes because they fucked up the rampage slots. So they are the worst thunder switch axes of all. Even the Kesu switch axe is better than the furious Rajang switch axe. Imagine this. I hope the switch axe from Rajang got later any upgrades, because they're currently very useless. Narva switch axe is for mixed playstyle and for grounded playstyle by far the best choice. Absolutely disgusting amount of thunder element. It's completely crazy with only 1 level of handicraft for purple sharpness. No slots, but that's no problem because we didn't need. Yeah, we only need 1 level of handicraft, so that's not a problem. Only the problem is we can't fit in speed sharpening, so you have to eat dango for speed sharpening, but maybe I'm gonna later put it in the video description. That's it with the switch axes. Now you have seen what's the best switch axes. I'm gonna show you the morph, and then I'm gonna show you the builds. So first of all, to the morph, I already explained Narva and Zinogre by far the best switch axes. So you can see here the build I've used. I just gonna tell you, yes, here are the Nintendo Switch builds. Bad thing is for the Thunderclap from Narva, you only have to use 1 level of Power Plunger. For all the other builds, I always use 2 levels of Power Plunger, but for Elemental Fire, but for Narva, you have to use only 1 level. Yes, but the good thing on this build is the bottleneck from PC to Nintendo Switch players is only 4%, and this is the lowest bottleneck on every builds I've ever made. Never had such a low bottleneck. This means that's, yes, not really a big difference for a God Charm and a non-God Charm on this weapon. That's pretty cool. Yes, you can see on the Zinogre Switch X, very huge bottleneck between PC and Nintendo Switch players. There were also other build with 11% bottleneck, Yes, but Narva very highly recommended for Nintendo Switch players because of the low bottleneck between different platforms. So I'm gonna show you the morph. Yeah, for the Narva Switch X you can see by far the best grounded damage combo, 1128 based on the headstones at the bottom, and you can see here even for grounded playstyle, even the Ketsu Switch X is better than the Sinogre Switch X for grounded. So I didn't really recommend using the Sinogre Switch X for grounded because there are two Switch X's, yes, which are better than Sinogre. I also created a new column. This column is called Mix Air Grounded at the same relation, and this is calculated. I am using two different multipliers to compensate the weight of the aerial damage combo and the grounded damage combo. For aerial it's 0.02 and for grounded it is 0.05. So at the end they have about the same scaling. And this modifier is grabbed from the average damage output values, and so you can see here at the first column, if it's 100, it's yes, relation from mix to air is 1:1 and it's exactly average. And if a weapon has at this column more than 100, it is over average. And if it's under 100, it's below average. I explained all the stuff in the reference changelog tab. So you can see if you mix grounded and air playstyle, Thunderclap is much better, 104%, and Sinogre only 103.8%. Yes, so for general purpose hunting, Narva Switch X is a lot better. And you can see here, Rashang Switch X's are completely fucked up. They only does 91% or 94% in comparison to average Thunder on average elemental optimized endgame Switch X build. Yes, so that's the comparison you can see here. Now for aerial Switch X, Sinogre is a lot better. It's absolutely outstanding. If you only want to ZSD spam, Sinogre is a lot better. You can see here 60 damage per combo more for average. And yes, so to make it easy at the end, for general purpose hunting and grounded playstyle Narva, and for ZSD spam only it is Sinogre. Yes, because you're very outstanding. Sinogre is so much outstanding for aerial, you can see here about maybe 5% better, and same with Narva, about maybe 5% or 6% better for grounded playstyle in comparison to the other Switch X's. Now I'm gonna show you the builds. So we are starting with the Narva Switch X build, which forces more grounded playstyle. You can also use this general purpose build for general hunting, but yes, it's more used for grounded combos and attacks. Yes, for the Nintendo Switch build, the charm is a random charm with 2 level 2 slots. First of all, I show the skills. Thunder attack maxed out. Attack boost level 4. Wax, Polish, Biobug Whisperer, Rapid Morph and Chain Crit is all completely maxed out. This is very crazy for a Nintendo Switch build. Weight Extender 2. Power Prolonger, only level 1. Sorry, that is maybe the only build where Elemental Fire only has Power Prolonger 1 and the other builds Power Prolonger level 2. This because it has no slots, the weapon. Yes, that's it. Now to the decorations. Any anti-species on the Switch X. For Almudron Helm X, 2 boiled shoes level 2. On the Endboss chest, a handicraft and the attack jewel. On the Malseno gloves, a Wirebug jewel plus 4. On the belt, a jumping jewel plus 4. On the Death Stench Heal X, a tenderizer and a bolt jewel. And on our random charm with 2 level 2 slots, just 2 sharp jewels level 2. So unfortunately on this build, no speed sharpening. Sorry for this, but if you want absolutely one speed sharpening, you have to eat for the Dango. That makes you eat faster or use the Sinogre X, but I recommend using the Dango. Now for the aerial Switch X Nintendo Switch build with a random charm. First of all, the skills. The skills are Thunder Attack maxed out. attack boost level 4, wax, protective polish, power prolonger, wirebug whisperer, blight resistance, rapid morph, and chain crit completely maxed out. So this is absolute crazy for a Nintendo Switch build, like I already explained. Weight extender 2, also speed sharpening level 2, and resentment. Pretty cool build. Show you now the decorations. Yes, just use any anti-species deco, 2 bolt jewels, 1 on the Switch Axe. On the Almudron Helm X, attack and a sharp jewel. On the end boss chest, a hard bolt jewel 3 and a quick switch jewel. On the Malzeno gloves, an enhancer jewel plus 4. On the Archfight armor Ura, a wirebug jewel plus 4. And on the boots from Malzeno, a jumping jewel plus 4 and 2 grinder jewels. Now on our random charm, 2 sharp jewels level 2, like on the previous set. Okay, that's it with the Nintendo Switch builds. And now I continue with the PC builds. In general, the Narva Switch X build is about 4% stronger than the Nintendo Switch build, and the Xenogears X build is 7% stronger than the Nintendo Switch build. First of all, yes, to the PC players. For grounded playstyle or general purpose hunting, the Narva Switch X, which absolutely insane amount of thunder. I tried to get in Storm Soul, but it's absolutely not worth it because you have to sacrifice all your crit boost for that, and that's not really recommended. Yes, our charm for the Narva Switch X is an attack boost 3, protective polish 2 talisman. Our charms are, our skills are attack boost, thunder attack, wax, polish, wirebug whisperer, rapid morph, and chain crit completely maxed out. So this is crazy. Power prolonger level 2, weight extender 2, and crit boost level 1. With tiny purple sharpness and speed sharpening level 1. Now to the decorations. Any anti-species skill on the swags. On the Almudron Helm X, a attack and a critical jewel 2. On the end boss chest, a handicraft and enhancer jewel. On the Malzeno gloves, a hard bolt jewel 3. On the end boss belt, jumping jewel plus 4. On the boots, Death Stench Heal X, tenderizer and grinder jewel 1. On our god charm, with attack boost 3 and protective polish 2, a wirebug jewel plus 4 and 2 bolt jewels. So power prolonger level 2, very cool. This set is recommended for general purpose hunting or forced grounded play style. And now to the aerial set. This set is only recommended if you're going to full ZSD spam, and in this case it's better than the Narva Switch X. Yes, our god charm is attack boost 3, protective 2 polish charm with level 2 and 2 level 1 slots. To the skills: attack boost, thunder attack, crit boost. You can see crit boost. On the Narva we didn't have crit boost. Wax, polish, power prolonger, wirebug whisperer, rapid morph, and chain crit. That's a lot of skills. All that the skills are completely maxed out. A weight extender level 2, resentment, and blight resistance. No speed sharpening on this build. Now to the decorations. 2 bolt jewels 1 on the Xenogears Switch X. On the Almudron Helm X, 2 critical jewels 2. On the end boss chest, attack and a critical jewel 2. On the Malzeno Braces, an enhancer jewel plus 4. On the end boss belt, a jumping jewel plus 4. On the Death Stench boots, a tenderizer and a bolt jewel. And on our god charm, a wirebug jewel plus 4 with 2 bolt jewels 1. Now we go to the training room and check out how spicy the Thunderclap is. Let's see whether it can reach 100 like the Almudron Switch X or the Volcanic Switch X. 107, okay. So now that's the third elemental switch X, which can reach more than 100. There's no ice switch X which can reach 100 element, but now Narva, Almudron and Magmudron can reach more than 100 element, which is completely crazy. Okay, thanks for watching, see you next time guys in the dragon video, but the dragon video will take a huge while because there are more than 20 dragon switch X's.